VPtv presents Community Reports with your hosts HATIM and ZUNAIRA.
Hello, I'm HATIM. Welcome back to VPTV's Community Reports.
And I'm ZUNAIRA. We're back for Season 4 and we're looking forward to sharing our reports with you.
On this episode, the first of Season 4, we travel over to the Aga Khan Museum where reporters Aazeen, Aaryan and Laila attended the second annual Islamic Heritage Month launch event.
From beautiful foyer displays and informational booths to the exciting and inspirational presentations in the auditorium, this event had it all.
The launch event was well attended by local community members as well as guests from across the TDSB.
Thank you to everyone who spoke with us before and after the event, reflecting on the theme, The Journey Continues. I'm ZUNAIRA.
And I'm HATIM. Let's send it over to the Aga Khan Museum for the Islamic Heritage Month launch event.
You're watching Community Reports on VPtv.
Hi, I'm Aazeen.
And I'm Aaryan.
And we're here today at the Aga Khan Museum celebrating the Islamic Heritage Month launch event.
Hi, I'm Aaryan. Today we're here with Mr. Cheng. What are your feelings about today's event?
I'm looking forward to it. It's an exciting month. We're very fortunate in the Toronto District School Board to celebrate many months that really capture what Toronto is all about. And so Islamic Heritage Month is one of them, and it's a wonderful time to celebrate a very strong culture in our school system. And I'm hoping that all the events that we have today and in the future coming days will be just as good as today's groundbreaking first night.
How are you feeling in terms of how everything is going just overall and how all this diversity is mixing in?
I think it's the greatest strength about our school board. We are so lucky that just in your school, for example, and I'm a big fan of Valley Park. I was a vice principal at Gateway.
Oh.
So we have some friends that went from Gateway over to Valley Park. Yes. So I know how diverse the school area is, and I think that it is the biggest strength that we have in our school system. And it's one of the most important reasons why I love doing what I do as a superintendent.
Hi, I'm Aazeen, and today we're here with Andrew. Andrew, what are your thoughts and feelings about tonight?
Well, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to celebrate Islamic Heritage Month, and I've been here the last couple of years and had a great opportunity to see some of the speakers, to hear about some of the traditions, to be a part of the exciting learning that goes on with all of our different Heritage Months. It's a great opportunity to be with people.
What are you looking forward to tonight?
What am I looking forward to tonight? So many things. I think it's just seeing people and talking to people about the journeys that they're on and where they're going, and hearing some of the speakers in the auditorium talk about Islamic Heritage Month and what it means to them. I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Aazeen, and we're here with Lucy. Lucy, how are you feeling tonight?
I am really excited, first of all, to be in this wonderful building that is so amazing, and more than anything, I'm excited to learn. I really am.
What are your thoughts and feelings about tonight?
Well, I'm coming with an openness to understand a little bit more about this wonderful celebration, to meet people, to meet colleagues, and to really get a sense of the whole month of celebrations around Islam and really understand that.
Are you excited for tonight? Like, what are you really excited about? What's your favorite thing you really want to hear about?
Well, one of the things that I'm excited about is being interviewed by you. It's such a wonderful thing to see our youth so empowered and asking questions and doing the work that we're proud of in TDSB.
Today we're here with Mr. Jiwang Chanaka. What are your thoughts and feelings about tonight's event?
So I'm really excited to be here. I think maybe let me just start with who I am. I'm the Superintendent of Equity, Anti-Racism and Anti-Oppression for the board. And the work that we're doing right now is to try and make sure that all students and families are well served by us as the board, and to try and do things in a way that makes sure that everyone is included.
Hi, I'm Aazeen, and today we're here with Sabrina. Sabrina, what are your thoughts and feelings about tonight?
I'm very excited. I think this is wonderful. It's so nice to see all these people from diverse backgrounds coming together to celebrate Islamic Heritage Month. So I'm very excited.
What are you really looking forward for tonight?
So I'm actually a researcher, and I do a lot of work looking at communities and integration. I'm a doctoral researcher at McMaster University. So this is pretty much, for me, like a dream come true, like seeing people celebrating, a marginalized community. And I like the fact that we're here celebrating and talking about the good things and not just about the bad things, which is a lot of times what I have to talk about. So I'm really happy about that.
How is the journey continuing from you being here tonight?
So I'm actually learning a lot. Being here, I'm learning a lot as well. Like what happens when people come together with a goal and, put their resources together and put something together like this, and I think that for me, I'm learning a lot, and I think this can be translated for so many other communities. So, I'm really happy to see the positive outcome.
Today we're here with
George Patopoulos
and
Krisha Kumar.
What are your thoughts about tonight's event?
Well, I'm very honored to be invited here tonight to get to experience and learn all about the Islamic rich culture and history that's involved for tonight's event.
Okay, thank you. And
Well, we have a lot of students, Muslim students at the school, and I'm looking forward to this opportunity to learn more about their lived experiences. So I'm very excited to be here and looking forward to the events.
Hi, I'm Aazeen, and we're here with the principal of Grenoble Park Public School, Mickey. Hi, Mickey. How are you?
I'm well, Aazeen. How are you?
Good. What is your involvement here tonight?
Well, tonight we have our grade 2 students who are going to be opening the ceremony by singing "O Canada" at the start on the stage. They're very excited.
I would like to acknowledge that the Aga Khan Museum is situated upon traditional territories.
So without further ado, I have the honor and privilege of introducing my fellow co-chairs. Nazira Sheikh, who is the Parent Involvement Advisory Committee representative to the Toronto District School Board for Ward 13, which is actually this ward that the museum is situated on. And Kasser Ahmed, who is the Assistant Curriculum Leader of Student Services at Albert Campbell Collegiate. And we would be remiss to also introduce our executive lead, the Executive Superintendent Jim Spropoulos, who liaises with us on behalf of the Toronto District School Board, and he helps to navigate us through smooth waters and choppy waters.
Good evening, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the IHM committee, we'd like to thank Aisha Rahman for reading the land acknowledgement. And also we would like to thank Principal Mickey Hymas from Grenoble Public School for coordinating this heroic effort with 20 plus students, so 2 classrooms full of students. And we'd also like to thank Alina Morelli, the incredible music teacher that you saw on the piano, who was assisted by Janet Chan and Kelly Adams for spearheading this performance. And this is definitely not an easy task, and all you teachers out there know exactly what they went through to get that to happen today. So thank you very much.
In October 2007, Islamic Heritage Month was proclaimed by the federal government. In June 2016, the TDSB passed the Islamic Heritage Month resolution, which was followed by the proclamation of Islamic Heritage Month.
So tonight we are launching 8 initiatives. We've got the Islamic Heritage Month poster, which some of you have seen outside. We have the updated resource guidebook for educators. So first, I have the privilege of introducing the Toronto District School Board Chair, Robin Pilkey. I love these graphics. She was elected as trustee for Ward 7, Parkdale High Park in 2014, and elected to chair of the Toronto District School Board in 2015. In these roles, she represents local students, families, educators, and works closely with the Director of Education to ensure that the board functions professionally and effectively, and with a clear focus on the students. In her other life, Chair Pilkey is a chartered professional accountant with 30 years of senior level finance, accounting, and tax compliance experience.
We're also going to have Dr. Malloy speak to all of us. Dr. Malloy's priority is helping all students succeed by ensuring that students have access to the programs, learning opportunities, and resources they require. He believes that student voice should be at the center of student learning and should guide every decision made both inside and outside the classroom. His commitment to professional learning and his commitment to building strong relationships with staff, families, and communities enhances student engagement and success. Further, John supports a shared leadership model in the Toronto District School Board that helps to create a culture where the voice and experience of all students, staff, parents, trustees, and community matters. Prior to joining the TDSB in January 2016, John served as an Assistant Deputy Minister with the Ontario Ministry of Education and as Director of Education for the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board. Before that, he was a Superintendent of Education with the York Region District School Board and the Durham Catholic District School Board. Please join me in welcoming Chair Pilkey and Director Malloy.
Patel, thank you so much for coming as well. Here at the Toronto District School Board, we're proud to recognize Heritage and History Months that embrace our diverse community. These months provide our students and ourselves with the opportunity to learn about the people and cultures that surround us. It's the perfect time to share the stories and host events, just like this evening, that embrace diversity, equity, and the best parts of humanity. Also, these months provide additional tools and resources to support equitable and inclusive teaching practices in our classrooms. This year, Islamic Heritage Month is leading the way to honor the contributions of Canadian Muslims and to help combat Islamophobia and anti-Muslim sentiment. This evening alone, you will experience stunning performances, artistic surroundings, and networking opportunities that will showcase these initiatives. And in the classroom, teachers will continue to educate our students with the 2018 Islamic Heritage Month Resource Guide, which we saw up earlier. This important work is thanks to the organizing committee and our Muslim community. Thank you for taking the time to educate our students and communities and for once again pulling off such a wonderful launch event. Thank you everyone and enjoy the evening.
I'm honored to be here tonight. And thank you for including me in today's celebration as we launch Islamic Heritage Month here at TDSB. As the largest and most multicultural school board in Canada, we are so proud to recognize and celebrate the culture, background, and heritage of all students and staff. One of the goals of celebrating Heritage Months is to provide all students, staff, and members of the TDSB community with the opportunity to learn more about those around us. It is a time for understanding, sharing, and building bridges. Muslim presence in Canada started before Confederation and continues to enrich our mosaic here in Canada today. At the TDSB, we are committed to promoting equity and inclusion in every one of our schools and workplaces to ensure all our students and families see themselves reflected and honored in everything that we do. And we believe that by honoring and celebrating and sharing this rich cultural diversity within all schools and communities, we help to dispel harmful bias and enlighten understanding, which brings about a better community for everyone. We are so fortunate to have diverse communities across our board, across our city, of which the Muslim community is a vital part, and which allows all of us to continue learning, to continue connecting, not just when we celebrate a Heritage Month like Islamic Heritage, but all through the year because of who we are as a community. So we will focus on learning. We will continue to understand our diversity. We will continue to know and acknowledge the rich service and the rich contribution this month and throughout the year that our Muslim community has offered to us. I need to say a special thank you to the wonderful, wonderful committed group of volunteers who made this month starting today happen. And I'd be remiss because he's usually in the back corner, and I saw him earlier. Executive Superintendent Jim Spiropoulos doesn't like to come to the front. We did see some of the co-chairs, and I know that there are many others here that have spent hours and hours helping us get ready for this month. As the chair suggested, the assemblies, the learning, the resources help us continue to educate for great things. And certainly at the TDSB, we are so committed to continuing that great work. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having us.
So I'd like to introduce you tonight to Mustaqim. And excuse my voice, everybody. Mustaqim is an up-and-coming contemporary a cappella nasheed group. The Torontonian-based brothers Jibril and Bilal write and produce all their original songs, and all the sounds that you hear in the musical background of their songs are made by their voice, mouth, and hands. And you can find their newly produced EP on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and YouTube. So welcome, Mustaqim.
My name is Jibril. My name is Bilal. It's great to be here. We actually attended last year, and I remember sitting in the audience, and I'm like, this venue is amazing. We need to perform here next time. So it's great. We're here now. In our line of work, we get a lot of questions about, what made you guys want to do this? What inspired your lyrics, your songs and stuff? And I like to believe we're kind of a product of our time. So we make a conscious effort in our songs to kind of abolish stereotypes that come along with, who we are and stuff like that. And we also try to make our songs meaningful, but with some banging beats and some catchy tunes and stuff like that, so the kids like it, Yeah. Also, this is kind of a slightly different audience than we usually perform in front of. You guys are all very professional and stuff, so it is a little daunting, but we're here. So I just want to say before we start, we're very thankful for TDSB inviting us here, and hopefully maybe next year we'll see how it goes. This is our first song titled Riptide.
Lately, you know I've been going astray. I try to come back, but I can't find my way. I feel like I'll be forever lost in an ocean that's made of my own thoughts. I fall for everything, I got no control. Can't keep going on like this, I need help, oh Lord. Done with these games, no, I ain't playing no more. Tired of being stranded, I pray you bring me back just like the riptide. Riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, you bring me back just like the riptide. Riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, yeah. Keep on drowning, keep on sinking, yeah. Why did I go off the deep end? Whoa, need something to keep me breathing. Yeah, I need someone to believe it. Can't believe it after all this time that you're still with me. Even after all the times the current drove me crazy, yeah. Put me on a new wave, now I'm heading back to shore. Now I know for sure you bring me back just like the riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, you bring me back just like the riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, go. I'm lost and I'm trying to find my way back, going with the flow, but I might have been the wrong path. And it's staying on like I'm stuck on a lifeboat, trying to find a way, trying to stay afloat. Yeah, life's like a storm trying to tip me over, saying I got time, but I'm only getting older. Boat's gone now and the shore getting closer. Arms getting tired, now the water's to my shoulders. Gotta relax, gotta calm down, gotta fix up now or I might drown. Put my knees on the floor and I bow down, and I pray to the Lord, give me strength now, cause he got my back, that's facts. Should I flow just like my path, and I'ma ride this way till I'm back on track, and I'm ready to be back, just like riptide, yeah. Oh yeah, when I'm lost, you bring me back just like the riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, yeah. Riptide, yeah. When I'm lost, you bring me back. Riptide, yeah. When I'm lost, you bring me back. Riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost, you bring me back just like the riptide, yeah. Alright, when I'm lost,
introduce our next speaker, I would first like to tell you a little bit about Fast in the Six. This is a free family event of an evening that celebrates food, fun, the arts, that coincides with the holy month of Ramadan. And if you haven't been, it's really one of the best parties in town. And in addition to that, it boasts the best fireworks as well. It's I say, almost on par to Canada Day. Last year, it attracted thousands of Canadians to celebrate the diversity, and where Torontonians were encouraged to enjoy the evening at Nathan Phillips Square, and where we could celebrate inclusive cities that celebrate diversity. And one sort of known fact is inclusive cities that sort of celebrate diversity and create these wonderful spaces, it really attracts business and growth and more economic stability and people to come to this great city. So that's a wonderful initiative to celebrate, and I really encourage you to check it out next Ramadan, and you can find them on the web at Fast in the Six. So one of the co-founders we've got tonight, Danny Asif, and along with his wife, who's also one of the co-founders, I've got to mention her, Lisa Asif, who's also in the front row. So when Danny is not busy celebrating Toronto and everything Toronto, I should say, he is a partner at the law firm of Torres LLP and is also a co-chair of the firm's competition and foreign investment review practice. Danny his practice focuses on advising international and domestic clients on all aspects of competition law and foreign investment matters, including in the area of national security reviews. I love how a lot of our speakers today, they have this interesting other life, but they put a lot of time into community service, and this is no exception. Danny Asif, please.
Very much, Hania. And I wanted to thank the TDSB and the Islamic Heritage Month organizing committee. But then I watched these great performances by Mustaqim and Shalina and thought, what a hard act to follow. And I don't know what to be thankful for, other than, again, this initiative of the Toronto District School Board with Islamic Heritage Month. So I have really the honor of being here with you today to talk a little bit about what this month means to me, what it means to my wife Lisa and our family, what it means to our city, our community, and our country. So as I was reflecting on what I would talk about today, I really thought about what is the purpose of these remembrances and these months and these initiatives. And in these times, I think it's important to keep in mind what it is that we're trying to do through understanding our own history and what it can teach us about ourselves today and how it can guide us in the future. My family is part of that community of Ali Abu Shahadi that came to Canada and who settled in Western Canada in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. They came from the Bekaa Valley, a lush, beautiful valley of figs, Mediterranean villages and farmers. And they came to Canada, I'm told, in the early 1900s because somehow, no matter where you were in the world, you could catch the gold bug. They heard about the gold rush. I have no idea how or why. The ports of Beirut may have gotten flyers, I'm not sure. But they ended up in Canada and they ended up in Alberta. And the hardest material they found when they got here in 1905, because they had missed the gold rush, were hockey pucks. But still, they managed to see this blank space, this winter wonderland, as really a blank canvas on which they could paint an extraordinary future that was not available anywhere else in the world. So what is Canada? Canada is a country of countless stories. But these countless stories somehow over time have weaved into one story of place and belonging for us all. It's like this cocoon that shields us and protects us. And while not perfect, because it is a human project, and if you've lived with humans long, we realize it starts from a point of imperfection. It is not from a point of perfection, and it's how a group of people in a time and a place can take that chaos and imperfection and to turn it into something organized and beautiful. And anything north of that is truly a great accomplishment of humankind. And Canada is one of the greatest examples of that. And these early Muslims came to Canada, and they were provided a place and a platform where they realized it was what you do and what you accomplish that makes you who you are here. And it was a path forward for them where they were free of all these constraints of the old world, whether it was class or hierarchy or even their religion, because Canada represented something different. And it was captured in a great phrase. One of the children of these early settlers in Alberta that he shared with my father when he came. My father came in 1965. My great-grandfather came in 1927, brought his great-uncle. He was in the fur trade in Lac La Biche, Alberta, and then they subsequently brought my father in 1965. And there was a man from the Hampden family, his name is Munir Hampden, and when my father came, he got to know the great community. They were well respected and well integrated. They had built that first mosque in Canada, maybe North America, in 1938, which stands in Fort Edmonton Park today. And he said to him, my father's name was Mohammed, he said, Mohammed, I want to tell you a little bit about Canada. He said, you come from a place with its own proud history. The Lebanese are very proud of what their heritage represents. But he said, when you come here to this country, remember 3 simple things in order to succeed and integrate here. He told him, here, this is a country of great goodwill. And in this place, people always say please, they say thank you, and they stand in line. And I reflected on those words because they're almost poetic. Because it tells you a lot about the country. It tells you 2 things, big things. Firstly, no matter where you come from, no matter what language you speak, no matter what your faith, no matter who and how you pray, everyone can say please, thank you, and stand in line. Secondly, that tells you something about the people that inhabit this place. It is a people who respect and expect to be respected. And that is the foundation of every productive human relationship, to respect and be respected. So when you look back at the contribution of the Muslim community in Canada over all these years, and we look at those lessons, they are a confirmation and a reaffirmation in these times when it's confusing, and there are forces of dark, and there are forces of light, and there's smoke, and there's fog, and there is some bright spotlights. That bright spotlight is our own heritage and what we represent, and this beautiful place that keeps us all safe to be who we are regardless, and to respect and be respected. And that is why it is incredible what the Toronto District School Board is doing in Canada's biggest, diverse, and economically powerful city, is to be a leader in this message in 2018, when there are many people telling us to go a different path. Because they look at history, and they see conflict and strife, and they see these anxieties as a reason to turn back, to be isolationist, to circle the wagons, to go to what seems familiar because you're afraid of the unknown. But after all this history of humanity, the future has to hold something better because we have a lived experience. We have written and read about how humans can progress to live with one another. And we have this place called Canada, which shines as a beacon for the future. And this is what inspired my wife Lisa and I, with many other great people, including Mark Strong, who's here today, to think about how we could break through this complicated narrative that is not clear to us on how that future of our shared experience, our shared relationships, and our shared prosperity comes from our diversity in the 21st century. And the motto of Fast and the Six is diversity, unity, prosperity. And it is a representative for all of us that in a city where the Muslim Canadian experience and where Muslims have a place and a space and a sense of belonging, belonging is not only in 2018, it's not only safe for Canadians of Islam Muslim background, but also as umbrella that means it's safe for everybody else. So people who look around the world and think maybe what I'm describing and what we also experience is looking to the future with rose-colored glasses and trying to wonder where that future is, we can all tell them collectively that future is here, and it is in a country called Canada and the city of Toronto. God bless Canada. Thank you very much.
So we always say nothing is more hospitable and nothing is more part of Islamic culture than hospitality. And where would we be without the hospitality of the Aga Khan Museum and their incredible staff? And we want to thank them for opening their doors for the second year in a row and treating our attendees and guests with so much kindness and respect. And we really enjoy that partnership, and we look forward to many years ahead. So we will now turn you over to very capable hands, and that is in the hands of Dr. Ulrike Alchemes, who is a well-known figure in the area of history and art and curating and incredible collections like this. She's been in the field for over 20 years and has had experience as a senior advisor for museum and cultural projects. She holds a PhD in Islamic art from the University of Edinburgh. So without further ado, Dr. Ulrike Alchemes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mustaqim, you rock. Thank you ever so much for once again choosing the Aga Khan Museum for the launch of TDSB's Islamic Heritage Month. We are, of course, absolutely delighted and honored to host you, particularly because the Aga Khan's museum mission is, of course, to highlight and to celebrate the contribution, be they artistic or cultural, of Muslims to world heritage across time and space. Our museum is dedicated to bridging cultures through the arts, and I hope that during your visit tonight you will find the opportunity to find out about all the things that we do here in that respect. From our eye-opening exhibitions that we host to our world films and performances. After all, where else can you see a female British Bahraini jazz trumpeter who has developed her own Arabic jazz style? She will come here, Yaz Ahmed, on the October 13th. And of course, also most important tonight, our rich educational offerings. In fact, education lies at the very heart of our mission, and ever since we opened in 2014, our colleagues from the Education and Public Engagement Department have been working very hard in supporting teachers who want to include the arts of Muslim civilizations in their teaching. And they have also continuously produced new teaching resources based on our collections and designed to help promote pluralism and diversity in the classroom and beyond. Be it through offering school programs directly to students or providing professional development to teachers and administrators, or indeed co-curating curriculum resources, the Aga Khan Museum is there for you tonight and any time. And please take some time tonight to really explore what's on offer. We have our permanent exhibition galleries open with interactive, hands-on, exploratory things for you to check out on the ground floor. We have our temporary exhibitions on Mughal jewelry and also on the arts of 19th century Iran on the first floor, and then of course in the atrium outside our education center, lots of demonstrations of our various cross-curricular school workshops, including our most popular pattern play program, which incorporates art and maths, our collaborative Silk Roots tabletop game, and our visual storytelling program. So please take a moment to check all these things out, be in touch, we are here for you, and thank you again for being part of your celebrations tonight.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ulrike. And thank you for coming.
I'm Asma Malik. I'm here at the Islamic Heritage Month launch, and I'm really excited to introduce you to Fatima, who's an amazing community activist and someone who's here celebrating with us tonight. How are you doing, Fatima?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So can you tell us, I'm great, can you tell us why you're out here tonight, what you're celebrating?
Yeah, so SMILE is actually a partner this year for Islamic Heritage Month. SMILE is an organization that supports kids with disabilities in the community, and we are going to be taking part and doing workshops on disability and diversity in schools this month.
That is really important because we have so many different students across the TDSB with different abilities, different backgrounds, and also different passions. So all the different ways that we can support that is amazing. Can you tell me what was the most surprising or interesting thing that you've learned about Islamic heritage through the recognition of this month?
That poster that they had was incredible to see some of the faces that I know personally, but also going back and like seeing how much history we have in this country was kind of amazing.
Thank you so much for talking to us. All right.
Hi, I'm Aazeen, and today we're here at the Aga Khan Museum, and right now I'll be speaking to Mohammed. So Mohammed, what are your thoughts and feelings about tonight?
First of all, I'm very inspired to have a young person like yourself interviewing me, and I'm very happy to be here. This is part of our engagement as a community, and I'm extremely happy to see the level of energy that we have here.
What are you really excited about this today?
I'm really excited about the future of our community, especially with very talented young people like yourself, and I'm extremely happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Laila, and I'm here with Ian. He's the superintendent at TDSB, or one of them. So Ian, how did you enjoy the event tonight?
I really enjoyed the event. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people to come together. As you heard from many of the different speakers, I mean, it's an opportunity for people it's an educational opportunity, obviously. It's an opportunity to reflect on the many contributions of Muslim Canadians, to look at history, to look at culture.
Going along that lines, how important do you think it is to bring communities together and to highlight different communities and celebrate the best parts of these communities?
Well, it's huge, isn't that Toronto? Like, really, that's what our city's about. You're bringing people together from all over. I mean, I don't even know how many celebrations we have, whether it's a religious, cultural, food-based celebrations. But the idea is people coming together. If you look at how diverse our city is and getting to know more about each other, because we all live together, we all learn from each other.
I know that the theme tonight was The Journey Continues. So where do you think your journey will continue on the celebration of all these different heritages?
Well, my personal journey, like everyone else, I mean, I'm learning as we go there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to speak with you. And once again, thank you so much for being on VPtv with us.
Hi, my name is Kasser Ahmed, and I'm here at the Aga Khan Museum celebrating Islamic Heritage Month. I'm one of the co-chairs along with my team, Nazra and Hania, who put this all together. And we're really hoping that all of you enjoyed it. And, it's been a great evening. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm here with Hania, one of the co-chairs of the event tonight. So you did an amazing job on stage. So I know the event was based around The Journey Continues, and how do you feel that you will take the journey forward?
I think that's a really good question. I think taking the journey forward means taking an opportunity to learn more about my culture and teaching it to others, but also opening my mind and my heart and learning about other heritage months to come and other cultures in this great city.
Wonderful. So that's so great that you're willing to open your minds, because I feel acceptance is done by connecting with individuals. So what do you think is one of the best ways to reach out in communities right now and connect with individuals in other communities?
You know what? Someone gave me this advice. Open your doors, invite someone to dinner. Talk to people that you don't normally talk to. And I think when we open our homes, we're opening our hearts, and people forget that. It's a very simple kind of Canadian thing we've been doing for years, and I think we forget that sometimes.
Awesome. The best conversations are had over food. Thank you so much once again for speaking with us.
Hello, my name is Jabril. My name is Bilal. And we're in Mustaqim. Tonight was really amazing. Audience was great. We'd really like to thank the organizers for allowing us to perform here. It's always nice coming here to the Aga Khan Museum. Like it's an amazing building. And the auditorium itself is actually really great. Yeah, and it was a really great experience.
Yeah, it was great to come out here. I'm in the TDSB right now, so the Muslim Heritage Month is really great to express our heritage and the impact Muslims have on communities and stuff like that. Positive impact. So yeah, it's great.
I'm Laila, and I'm here with Dr. John Malloy. Thank you so much for the amazing speech that you gave tonight. So I know the theme of the event was to continue the journey.
Yes.
How do you feel like you will continue your journey?
It is so important for us in the Toronto District School Board to celebrate each and every one of us. And in particular right now, we're celebrating our Muslim community who brings such a rich heritage and a contribution not only to our school board, but to our city. So we're celebrating in order to learn, in order to influence a great society here in Toronto.
How do you think, and what do you think are the best ways that we can reach out and connect with other people and kind of break down those barriers a little bit?
It's my experience as the Director of Education that education makes the difference. When I truly learn and know about others who have an experience different than mine, it changes me. I believe that when we start with our youngest learners and help them understand each other, they then become more compassionate, more empathetic, more understanding, and much more of an advocate to the kind of diverse society that makes us great here in Canada.
Well, thank you so much, John. That was amazing speaking tonight, and congratulations on the amazing event.
It's been a wonderful experience. Thanks for being here.
I'm Laila.
And I'm John.
And
you're watching VPtv.
Community Reports with your hosts, HATIM and ZUNAIRA.
Thank you, Aazeen, Aaryan and Laila, and our on-site production crew too.
It looked like an outstanding event. Congratulations to the entire Islamic Month Committee.
Finally, thank you to everyone who spoke with us at this launch event. I'm HATIM.
And I'm ZUNAIRA. Thanks for watching.
You're watching Community Reports on VPtv.
Bye-bye.